Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you have not already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today we're going to make, it's really simple and absolutely delicious, a kind of Italian inspired chicken and leek. Let's just take a look at some of these ingredients. As you can see, I've got a tin or a can of tomatoes, whole plum tomatoes. We're going to chop them up and get them in. There's a little touch of celery there in the centre. Below that there's some chopped or sliced garlic. I'm using mine quite chunky today, but you can make it finer than that if you want. I've got about sort of 4 or 5 cloves there. To the right I've got some leeks that have been washed and are nice and clean and ready to go. And just above that I've got some chicken. Today I'm just using some chicken thighs. The skin is on and the bone is in. You can use any part of the chicken if you like. I prefer the thighs for this, just nice and juicy. We're going to start this off with some oil. We're going to add a few dried herbs, some seasoning, and I'm going to add some fresh basil at the end. Really delicious. Let's go and do it. Okay, so I've got my pan here, or the pot that I'm going to be cooking this. You're going to need a lid that fits that as well. And in there I've got a touch of oil, just enough at the bottom to cover it. You could use an olive oil. I'm actually using a sunflower oil today. We're going to start off by simply, we want a kind of, medium, or actually quite a low heat today. We're going to get our chicken thighs, or whatever part of the chicken you're going to use, in. We're then going to add some seasoning of salt and some ground black pepper. Again, quite a generous amount. And at this stage, I just want to cook these very gently for about 5 minutes, turning them often, and then we'll move on to the next stage. These are coming along really nicely. They're absolutely nowhere cooked on the inside, guys, so just kind of seared around the edges. So we're quite a way off yet. At this point, I'm going to go in with all of that lovely garlic. Like I say, I've used a kind of chunky cut slice today. I'm going to add in that little bit of celery, which I think makes a big difference. I'm going to go for some dried basil or basil, just a little pinch here. And a little touch of dried oregano or oregano. At this stage I'm going to add my leeks. Now I'm not adding any onions to this dish because leeks are a relative of onions, so I don't really need that, I don't think. But if you wanted, you could add a little bit of onion. And we're going to cook that again on this kind of just below a medium heat for about 4 to 5 more minutes. So as you can see, those leeks are really kind of cooking down nicely. Our garlic's really doing its job. Now, that tin or can of tomatoes, there you go. I've really just roughly chopped that. So that can go in. Optional extra. I've got a few little cherry tomatoes that I'm going to put them in, fresh tomatoes. You could, if you wanted, add some black or green olives to this, or maybe even a little bit early when we were frying the leeks. You could have put a bit of bacon or pancetta in. Pretty simple now, guys. Medium heat, lid on. We're going to cook that for about 20 minutes. Give it a little stir every now and then. Okay, I've just turned the heat off. Let's just take a look. Just a second, turn it off. That is looking absolutely beautiful. That chicken's definitely going to be cooked now for sure. No doubt about that. We've got a lovely little sauce there. Those fresh tomatoes are breaking down beautifully. If you wanted, you could add a little splash of red or white wine maybe. I'm not going to today. What I am going to do though is add, I've got some lovely fresh basil here, which I'm just going to roughly break. These leaves and drop them in nice and big. I don't like to cut it. When you cut it, you kind of really bruise it. Just large leaves in, and they'll stir in absolutely beautifully. Check this for salt and pepper. Again, maybe you could add a little touch of chili if you wanted. For me, that is absolutely wonderful. Really simple, really tasty. That chicken's going to be absolutely delicious. Loads of garlic in there. That would be fantastic, I think, with a side of, you know, pasta or something, with some spaghetti maybe, or some crunchy bread. That's it. It's so simple. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.